My God. Have you ever looked in the mirror and not recognized the person staring back at you? Have you ever sat in a crowded room, surrounded by people, and still felt like you were fading into nothing? Have you ever reached for something you once believed in, something deep inside you, and found it missing, not gone, just buried, covered, forgotten? Oh, but hear me today. This message isn't for the people who have it all together. This isn't for the ones who never doubted, never wept, never felt lost. No, this is for the ones who've been through the storm and can still taste the rain. This is for the weary, the warriors, the ones who've smiled through silent pain. This is for you, the one who's forgotten how powerful you are because life tried to tell you otherwise. Don't forget who you are. You were not born to shrink. You were not created to disappear. You carry legacy in your bones, destiny in your breath, fire in your soul. I came here today to remind you of something the world has tried to take from you. Something pain tried to silence. Something fear tried to drown. Something time tried to bury. But truth can't be erased. You are still who God said you were. Said you were. Even if they walked away, even if the mirror cracked, even if you had to start again with nothing but tears in your hands, you are still chosen, still called, still covered, still enough. And before we go any further, before another second slips by, I need you to say this to yourself out loud, not as a whisper, but as a war cry. I will not forget who I am. Let's go deeper. Let's uncover the fire. Let's shake the dust off the dream. Because it's time to remember. It's time to rise. You need to understand something today that may be hard to swallow at first, but it is the truth. Your worth is not determined by the mistakes you've made, the failures you've encountered, or the opinions others have placed on you. It doesn't matter where you come from or what others have told you about yourself. The world may try to label you, but labels are not your identity. You were created for greatness, for purpose, for a destiny that no one else can touch but you. Don't let the world convince you that you are anything less than extraordinary. There are days when you might feel invisible. You may feel overlooked or underappreciated, as if no one truly sees you for the person you are, the person you were meant to be. In those moments when the weight of the world presses heavy on your heart and your mind, you must remember you are not invisible. Just because others can't see the greatness inside of you doesn't mean it isn't there. Just because you don't always get the recognition you deserve doesn't diminish the value you hold. You are worthy of the same respect, love, and success as anyone else on this earth, and more. Often we let the noise of the world drown out the voice of our own hearts. We get caught up in the opinions of others, seeking validation from people who may not even understand the depth of who we are. And what happens? We begin to shrink, to doubt ourselves, to believe the lies that are spoken over us. We begin to think that if others don't see us for who we truly are, maybe we aren't worth seeing at all. But let me remind you of something very important. The validation you need comes from within. It comes from knowing that you are enough, not because of what you've done or what others think of you, but because of who you are at your core. Your worth is not negotiable. It cannot be bought or sold. It cannot be given by others, and it certainly cannot be taken away. It is intrinsic to you, rooted deep within you, like a seed planted in fertile soil, waiting for the right conditions to bloom. You may not see it now, and you may not feel it some days, but that doesn't change the truth. You are worthy, not because of your achievements or your past, but because you were born with purpose. You were created with greatness etched into your soul. Your worth is defined by something far greater than anything the world can offer. Think about the way you treat something valuable in your life. A priceless piece of art, a cherished gift, something irreplaceable. How do you treat it? You protect it. You care for it. You nurture it. Why? Because you recognize its value. Well, that same care, that same respect, that same protection should be given to yourself. When you know your worth, you treat yourself as precious. You surround yourself with positivity, and you set boundaries that honor who you are. You stop allowing others to treat you as if you are disposable or insignificant. You stop shrinking in the presence of people who cannot recognize your value. There will always be people who try to make you feel small, who try to diminish your light because they are intimidated by it. Don't you dare dim your light to make them feel comfortable. The world needs you to shine. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out. You were meant to change the world in ways that only you can. You have a unique combination of talents, gifts, experiences, and perspectives that no one else has. And that alone makes you invaluable. And let me say this, you don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You don't have to have it all figured out to be enough. There will be moments when you stumble, when you fall, when you feel lost. But even in those moments, your worth remains unchanged. Your value is not tied to your ability to be perfect. It is tied to your ability to keep going, to keep rising, to keep believing in the beauty of who you are, even when you don't have all the answers. You are worthy because you are a work in progress, a masterpiece being painted with every experience, every lesson, every failure, and every triumph. The brushstrokes may not always be perfect, but the final picture is more beautiful than you can imagine. The struggles you face, the battles you fight, the scars you carry, they all add depth and dimension to who you are. Don't look at the imperfections and think they make you any less valuable. They make you human, they make you real, they make you who you are, and that is something the world can never take away. When you truly recognize your worth, you will stop seeking approval from those who don't understand you. You will stop comparing yourself to others and instead start celebrating the uniqueness that is you. You will step into your power, walk boldly in your truth, and live your life unapologetically, knowing that you are enough just as you are. And when you finally recognize your worth, the world will begin to see it too. But first, it starts with you. The journey to remembering your worth is not always an easy one. There are moments in life when you feel small, when the weight of the world feels too heavy to carry. The struggles of the past can sometimes cloud your vision, and the mistakes you've made seem like an unshakable shadow that follows you wherever you go. But in the midst of those shadows, you must learn to see the light that still shines within you, no matter how faint it may seem. It's important to realize that no one is immune to hardship. No one is untouched by the storms of life. But what you must hold on to, what you must cling to, is the truth that those storms do not define you. They are merely chapters in the book of your life, not the whole story. You are not the sum of your failures or the mistakes you've made. You are not the moments of weakness, the times when you've stumbled or fallen. You are not the label that others have placed on you. You are so much more than that. What defines you, what truly makes you who you are, is your resilience. It's the strength you find to keep going when you feel like giving up. It's the determination that arises within you when the odds are stacked against you. It's the courage you find, even when fear tries to paralyze you. And most importantly, it's the love you have for yourself, even in your brokenness. You are worthy because you continue to rise. You are worthy because you refuse to be defined by your circumstances. You must understand that your worth isn't something that can be given to you by external sources. It's not something that can be earned or taken away. It's inherent to who you are, woven into your DNA, written into your spirit by a creator who knew exactly what he was doing when he made you. You were made with intention. You were made with greatness in mind. Your existence is not a mistake, and your purpose is not accidental. Even on your darkest days, when you feel lost or unseen, know that you are exactly where you are meant to be, and you are equipped with everything you need to rise above. So often we are told by the world that our worth is tied to what we accomplish, what we own, or what others think of us. We're taught to measure our value by external standards, the car we drive, the house we live in, the title we hold at work, or the approval of others. But none of that matters. None of it can define your true worth. Your worth is defined by the essence of who you are, by the strength you possess, and by the love you give and receive. It is not determined by anything outside of yourself, and no one has the power to diminish it. There will always be those who try to bring you down, who try to make you feel less than you are. There will always be voices that attempt to make you question your worth, your purpose, and your value. But let me tell you something. Those voices do not know you. They do not understand the depths of your soul, the strength of your spirit, or the beauty of your heart. They cannot see what lies ahead for you, the incredible potential that is just waiting to be unlocked. So don't listen to them. Don't let their words dictate your worth. You are not what they say you are. You are who you believe yourself to be. And when you believe in your worth, nothing and no one can shake it. There is a power in owning who you are. There is a strength that comes from standing tall, even in the face of adversity, and saying, I am worthy. I am enough. I am valuable. When you truly believe in your worth, you will stop seeking external validation. You will stop waiting for permission to step into your greatness. You will start living your life on your own terms according to your own standards, and nothing will be able to stop you. It's time to let go of the past. It's time to forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made and the things you've done that you're not proud of. Those things don't define you. What defines you is your ability to move forward, to learn from your experiences, and to grow into the person you were always meant to be. It's time to stop allowing fear and doubt to control your life. You are more powerful than any fear, stronger than any doubt. When you remember your worth, you can accomplish anything. You don't need anyone's approval to walk in your purpose. You don't need anyone's permission to chase your dreams. All you need is to remember who you are, to remember that you are worthy of all the good things life has to offer, and to walk confidently into the future that awaits you. The world may try to tell you otherwise, but your worth is undeniable. Don't ever forget who you are. There are times in life when it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you, when the challenges seem endless and the road ahead appears unclear. When you look at the obstacles in front of you and wonder if you're strong enough to overcome them. In those moments, it's easy to forget the purpose that's been planted deep within your soul. It's easy to forget why you're here, what you were created for, and the incredible power that lies within you. But let me tell you something today. You were not put on this earth by accident. You have a purpose that only you can fulfill, and it's time for you to remember it. Your purpose isn't something that you need to search for outside of yourself. It's not something that is dictated by society or shaped by the expectations of others. No. Your purpose is something that has always been inside of you, something that was placed in your heart long before you ever understood it. It's woven into the very fabric of who you are. It's in your passions, your desires, your dream. Your purpose is the fire that burns inside of you, even when everything around you seems cold. So often, we get distracted by the noise of the world, the opinions of others, the pressure to fit in, the constant chase for success. We forget that we are not here to please everyone. We are not here to live someone else's life or to follow a path that's been laid out for us by others. We are here to live the life that was designed for us, to walk the path that only we can walk. And when you remember your purpose, when you tap into that inner knowing of why you are here, everything begins to fall into place. The noise fades. The distractions lose their power. You begin to see the world through a different lens, one where your purpose becomes the guiding light that directs your steps. Your purpose is bigger than your circumstances. It's bigger than the trials you've faced, the setbacks you've endured, or the people who have doubted you. You were born with a purpose that cannot be taken away. No matter how many times you fall or how many doors close in your face, your purpose remains. It's the unshakable truth that's woven into the very core of who you are. And once you remember it, there's nothing that can stand in your way. But you have to believe in it. You have to believe that your purpose matters. You have to believe that you are worthy of stepping into it, no matter how big or small the journey may seem. Too often we allow the voices of doubt and fear to cloud our vision, telling us that we're not enough, that we're not capable, that we'll never measure up. But those voices are lies. They do not know the fullness of who you are. They do not understand the greatness that's within you. You are capable. You are enough. You are worthy of your purpose. When you remember your purpose, it gives you the strength to keep going when times get tough. It gives you the courage to step out in faith even when the path ahead is unclear. Your purpose will fuel you when everything else is trying to drain you. It will sustain you when you feel like giving up. And most importantly, it will remind you that you are not here by accident. You were created for something significant, something powerful, and it's time for you to embrace it. Your purpose isn't about being perfect. It's not about having all the answers or knowing exactly how things will unfold. It's about trusting the journey, believing in yourself, and knowing that every step you take brings you closer to the person you were meant to become. You may not always understand why things happen the way they do, but trust that each experience, each challenge, each victory is part of the bigger picture. And as long as you stay true to your purpose, you will eventually see how all the pieces come together. There will be times when it feels like your purpose is a distant dream, something out of reach, But know this, your purpose is never out of reach. It is within you, waiting for you to claim it. You don't have to have all the answers today. You don't have to have everything figured out. All you need is the belief that your purpose is real, that you were created for something greater, and that you have everything you need to walk in it. So stop looking around for validation. Stop waiting for permission. Stop allowing the doubts and fears to hold you back. You were born with purpose. You were born to do something incredible with your life. Don't waste another moment questioning it. Don't waste another moment wondering if you're worthy. You are. And it's time to step into the greatness that's been waiting for you all along. Remember who you are. Remember why you're here. And never forget that your purpose is the key to unlocking the life you are always meant to live. Fear is something we all encounter at some point in our lives. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what you've accomplished. Fear will find its way into your heart. It comes in many forms. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But no matter how it manifests, it has one goal: to stop you from moving forward, to keep you stuck in a place of hesitation, doubt, and uncertainty. But here's the truth you must hold on to. Fear is not your master. Fear does not have the final say in your life. You were not designed to live in fear. You were designed to rise above it. Fear will always try to convince you that you're not good enough, that you're not capable, that you don't have what it takes to succeed. It will whisper in your ear, telling you that you'll never make it, that you're destined to fail. But I need you to understand something today. Those voices are lies. Fear wants to paralyze you, to keep you trapped in a state of inaction, so that you never step into the fullness of your potential. But fear only has the power that you give it. And it's time for you to take your power back. Think about the times in your life when you've allowed fear to control you. Think about the opportunities you've missed, the chances you've let slip by, because you were too afraid to take the first step. Maybe it was the fear of failing in front of others. Maybe it was the fear of disappointing someone you love. Maybe it was the fear of stepping into the unknown, of taking a leap of faith without knowing exactly how things would turn out. But I want you to realize that fear only exists to keep you from what's meant for you. Fear will try to tell you that the path ahead is too difficult, that you're not strong enough to handle it. But the truth is, you were built for this moment. Every experience, every challenge, every setback you faced has been preparing you for what lies ahead. You have everything inside of you to overcome fear, to push past the doubts, and to take that bold step forward. The strength you need is already within you, waiting for you to unleash it. When you remember who you are, when you remember your worth, fear begins to lose its grip on you. You start to see fear for what it really is, a distraction. Fear is not a warning. It is an invitation to rise. It is a signal that you're on the verge of something greater, that you're about to step into a new level of your life. Fear shows up when you're on the brink of something powerful, and rather than running from it, you should lean into it. Because on the other side of fear is freedom, growth, and transformation. On the other side of fear is the person you are always meant to be. It's time for you to stop letting fear define you. It's time for you to stop shrinking back every time it raises its head. You were never meant to live in the shadow of fear. You were meant to stand in the light of courage, boldness, and strength. And when you face fear head on, with the confidence that comes from knowing who you are and what you're capable of, you will find that it loses its power. You will realize that the things you feared were never as big as you imagined. Fear is just a feeling. It has no control over you unless you allow it to. You may not be able to eliminate fear entirely, but you can choose how you respond to it. You can choose to let it paralyze you, or you can choose to let it fuel you. You can choose to let fear be the thing that holds you back, or you can choose to let it be the thing that pushes you forward. Every time you step out in faith, every time you take a leap, despite the fear, you are breaking the chains that have held you back. And with every step you take, the fear becomes smaller and smaller until it has no place in your life anymore. I want you to understand this. Fear will never go away completely, but your courage can grow bigger than your fear. Your courage can grow stronger than your doubts. Your faith can grow more powerful than your insecurities. When you believe in your purpose, when you believe in your worth, fear becomes just a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Fear can no longer hold you hostage when you realize that you were born for more, that you were created to do the impossible, and that no obstacle is too great for you to overcome. So, the next time fear comes knocking at your door, Don't run from it. Don't cower in fear's shadow. Open that door, look fear in the eye, and say, I am not afraid. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I will not be stopped. When you stand in that confidence, fear will have no choice but to retreat. And you, my friend, will stand victorious on the other side. Well, life has a way of testing us. It will challenge us in ways we never expected, stretch us in ways that feel uncomfortable, and break us in ways that seem impossible to recover from. We all go through seasons of hardship, loss, disappointment, and confusion. But here's the thing, no matter what you go through, your journey is yours to own. Your life is not defined by the obstacles you face. It is defined by how you respond to them, by the strength you find to rise every time you fall. Every struggle, every trial, and every setback you've encountered is part of the process. It is shaping you, molding you, preparing you for something greater than you could ever imagine. You may not see it right now. In fact, you may be in the middle of a storm where everything feels uncertain. But know this, the struggle is not your enemy, it is your teacher. Too often when we face challenges, we feel as though we've lost something valuable. We feel like the world is against us and that we've been unfairly tested. But what if I told you that your struggles are exactly what you need to build the strength, resilience, and character that will carry you through life's toughest moments? What if I told you that every hardship you've faced has been preparing you for the moment when you will step into your full potential? The pain, the disappointment, the failures, they are not in vain. They are working for you, not against you. Your scars are evidence of your survival. Your setbacks are signs of your strength. Every time you pick yourself back up, you become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next chapter of your life. So stop looking at your struggles as obstacles and start seeing them as opportunities to grow. But in order to own your journey, you must accept that things won't always go according to plan. Life will never be a straight line, and the road to success is rarely easy. There will be detours, setbacks, and moments where you feel completely lost. But even in those moments, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You are not behind. You are not off track. You are in the process of becoming the person you were always meant to be. The key to owning your journey is trust. You must trust the process, trust yourself, and trust that everything you need is already inside of you. There will be times when it feels like nothing is going your way, when it feels like you're just spinning your wheels. But I want you to remember this. You are right where you need to be. Every experience is shaping you, building you, and preparing you for what's next. The road may be hard, but it is leading you somewhere powerful. You have to stop allowing fear and doubt to control your decisions. It's easy to let fear of failure stop you from moving forward, to let self-doubt convince you that you're not capable. But you are capable. You have everything you need to succeed inside of you. And every time you take that step of faith, even when you don't know what the outcome will be, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of far more than you thought. You must also stop comparing your journey to someone else's. It's easy to look at others and think that they have it all together, that they found success faster, or that they've been given an easier path. But the truth is, everyone is on their own unique journey. You are not meant to walk someone else's path. You are meant to walk yours, and it will look different from anyone else's. Embrace your journey with all its twists and turns, because it is uniquely yours, and it will lead you exactly where you need to go. Every step you take, no matter how small it seems, is part of your growth. You are moving forward even when you don't see it. And as you continue to show up for yourself, as you continue to put one foot in front of the other, you will eventually look back and see how far you've come. You will see that all the pain, the struggle, and the doubt were not in vain. They were the very things that prepared you for this moment, the moment when you step into your greatness. So, don't let life's struggles hold you back. Don't let setbacks define you. Own your journey. Embrace every challenge, every failure, every detour, because they are all part of the story you're creating. The story of resilience, the story of strength, the story of someone who refused to give up, no matter the odds. That is the story of your life. And you have the power to write it however you choose. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting the process. Keep showing up, even when it's hard. And know that everything you need to succeed is already inside of you. The best is yet to come, but you must own your journey every step of the way. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. And no matter what comes, nothing will stop you from walking into the life you are meant to live. There is a power within you that is unlike any other force in this world. It's the same power that helped you survive your toughest days, the power that fueled you when you had nothing left to give, the power that pushed you to rise again after every fall. It's the power of your resilience. It's the strength that lies within you, waiting to be tapped into when you need it most. And it's time to remember that you are stronger than you realize. Resilience is not something that comes from avoiding pain or running from difficulty. It is born in the midst of adversity. It is the ability to keep moving forward even when the world is telling you to stop. It's the courage to get up every time life knocks you down. It's the strength to keep going when the path ahead seems too uncertain, too difficult, or too dark. And I need you to understand that you have this resilience within you. It's been with you all along, even in your weakest moments, even when you doubted yourself. Too often, we see resilience as something that other people have. We look at those who have overcome huge obstacles and think, I could never do that. I'm not strong enough. But I want to tell you something right now. You are stronger than you think. Every time you thought you couldn't make it through, you did. Every time you thought you were at the end of your rope, you found a way to tie a knot and hold on. And that, my friend, is resilience. Resilience is not about being unbreakable. It's about knowing that even when you're broken, you can still rise. It's about understanding that your struggles do not have to define you. They may shape you, they may challenge you, but they do not have the final word in your story. You are the author of your own journey.
You get to decide how you respond to every setback, every challenge, every roadblock that life throws your way. When life gets tough, it's easy to forget how strong you are. It's easy to look at your circumstances and feel overwhelmed, to feel like the weight of the world is too much to carry.
But I want you to pause for a moment and reflect on all the times you've overcome the impossible. Reflect on the moments when you thought you couldn't go on, but somehow you did. You found the strength within yourself to keep moving forward. And that strength is still there, waiting for you to tap into it again. The key to unlocking your resilience is remembering who you are. When you know who you are and what you are capable of, you realize that no obstacle is too great for you to overcome. Resilience comes from knowing that you were made for more, that you were created with purpose and power. It comes from having the faith that no matter how hard life gets, you will always find a way to rise. And that faith, that belief in yourself, is what will carry you through even the toughest of times. I want you to understand that your resilience is not just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about thriving. It's about using the challenges you face as fuel for your growth, as motivation to push yourself even further. Every time you rise, you become stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Resilience is not a one-time thing. It's a way of life. It's a mindset. It's the belief that no matter what happens, you have the power to keep going. So, the next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, discouraged, or ready to give up, I want you to remember this. You have been through worse and come out stronger on the other side. You are more powerful than any challenge you face. You are more capable than you give yourself credit for. And you have the strength, the courage, and the resilience to keep going. Your journey is not defined by the moments you stumble. It is defined by the moments you rise. Every time you fall and get back up, you are proving to yourself and to the world that nothing can stop you. You are resilient. You are powerful. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stand in the way of your greatness. Never forget who you are. Never forget the strength that lies within you. And never forget that, no matter what life throws your way, you have everything you need to overcome it and rise even higher. The best is yet to come, and with your resilience, there is nothing that will hold you back from stepping into the future that's waiting for you.